Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh man, hang on a second, guys. I gotta like start everything here. Hang on. I'm a little late on all this stuff. Boop, boop. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Good morning, guys. How's everybody doing? Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you hear me okay. Everybody connecting me? Why is nobody connecting here? Testing. Huh. Oh, you guys hear me? Okay. All right. Sorry. I'm like, it looks looking like nobody's got the connection. So I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Give me just 1 second, guys. Let me launch the CFDs. Man, what a crazy ass fun day it's been. I have super, well, I don't know if it's good news, but just much more. Okay. Let's focus on this for a sec. So we got this. We'll go over here. I'm going to share my screen. I want to All right, shut up. Here we go. Toot, screen 2. Okay, screen should be good. Let's enable sound. All right, everybody seeing the screen? We're good? All right, so, you know, we'll let the usual shenanigans take place here on NAS as we'll focus on that. I had a pretty good, actually really good morning this morning so far trading, and I'll show you some of my futures trades in a minute. But and actually, maybe, you know, let's do this on 5 because I think it's easier to see this on 5. So let's go full 5, and I'm going to show you kind of, let me show you my trades here, my idiotic trades. Where's my trades? Okay, so this was a trade. Okay, yeah, this is actually really good because I'm going to, no, is this, hang on a second, what am I doing here? So this was long. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's start with this trade here. Sorry. That, move back. I want to go back to this trade. Okay, you guys can see this trade, right? You can see the buy arrow, the sell arrow on this candle. The critical question is, you know, why? Oh, why the entry, right? Everybody sees the. I just want to make sure everybody fully zoomed in on this view here, right? 1 minute chart. So looking good? Okay. All right. So I've distilled, you know, the new variant, buying and selling, into a super simple structure, which will just kind of help you think about it just in literally
NASDAQ buy continuation, trend is strong buy.
Okay, trend is strong buy. We got 10 minutes before the market opens in trend. Okay, so, you know, I gave you all sorts of like 4 reasons, 4 various scenarios of how you want to enter it. And I realized that literally every scenario falls into either a buy setup or a sell setup. And let me just kind of distill to you the buy setup and the sell setup. The buy setup is simply red, green, right? Red followed by green. One candle is red, next candle is green after we have a reference point. So we have a reference point and we have red, green, right? Now, if we have a red reference point, right? This is the sell arrow. Then the red, green is literally this. On the close of this candle, we get long and we just blow, you know, we blow it up. We take it to the long side. I was like, I was like, do I really want to take this? And then like an idiot, I gave it up, and it was actually the really big run. But then I settled for the second variant, which is the red green after this candle, and that worked perfectly okay. So the buy variant is literally red green in every scenario you can imagine. Anytime you're going to do a buy, you have to have a red green couplet, right? And obviously in trend, we want to follow after reference points. And by the way, the exact same methodology I'm going to show you works in reversal. using reference points. Okay, so it's literally buy green, red green. Hang on a second, I'll be right back. So
$yen trend up.
So what's going to be cool is we're going to create a variant of this applet, right? That's going to, when you hit the buy button, that's actually going to look for the green-red sequence and automatically put you into a trade. If you get a green-red sequence, it's going to automatically put you into a trade, and it'll actually be smart enough to change between percent risk and fixed risk. You can change in the back in the settings, so it'll just be like one applet that will give you functionality for both. All right, so that's that's the buy side. Now the sell side is literally reverse. The sell side is green-red, right? So let me show you. Do I have a sell side here somewhere? No, I don't have any sell side here. Oh, well, let's go to the reversal, because the thing is, it works exactly the same way on reversal as it does
Aussie trend down.
on continuation. The key difference is that you need to, okay, so here is the buy candle, right? The buy candle, you with me? And if you're going to start to bet on a reversal, like it doesn't matter whether, the point is, if you say, if you're looking at a long trend strategy, again, remember, reversals are really low probability risk trades. They're really, you shouldn't be doing reversals, but if you're going to do reversals, right, you should do it the way I'm doing it here, where you're looking for a green-red combo. I'm looking for a green-red combo, right? And obviously, I was looking for a green-red combo that's very, very stretched away from the moving average. So I had a decent chance of success. So first, I have a reference point. Then I'm looking for a green-red combo on a reversal basis. This was a reversal trade that worked just as well, right? So continuation trade is always red-green, regardless of whether it's, the buy trade is always red green, regardless of whether it's continuation or reversal. Just for argument's sake, if you want to play reversal in this case, right, let's just amuse me on this whole thing. This is the reference point. Remember, we're not going to trade reversal off of the first reference point, but let's just say we do. Here's the reference point. We have a red-green combo. I would get long here, right? Let's imagine, just for fun and profit, that J&G vaccine, takes us, to profit before it stops us out. Fine, great. I actually traded the J&J news in the exact same manner, where I had a red-green combo over here, and I came in long. I came in a little bit late. I came in on this candle over here because I sort of processed that the news was not nearly as bad as the market was reacting, and I was looking for the critical confirmation. The critical confirmation from our perspective is the green-red. It's the switch from sellers to buyers. It's that moment of switch, that couplet, that really makes a difference. Here's another good. I think it's in my other account. You can see this. So this was the Pfizer news that I bought. But here we are. Here's a buy continuation signal reference point, right? And we have a green-red signal. So you're really supposed to get long here. I get long here. I get a little spooked out by this, but I totally forgot that I got long here on 8:30 news. So there was a news spike down, kind of spooked me out. Then I realized, okay, news spike is over. I'm going to reestablish a trade, and I reestablished the trade.
Nasdaq trend.
And of course, the
weak sell.
And the trade worked perfectly well. So it's and again, here's another red-green combo reference point. You're looking for a red-green combo. You get long here. I got long here. And that worked very well also to the upside. As always, the deeper you go into the trend, the deeper the trend is, the lower the probability that your continuation trades are going to work. So this was a very, very, I literally used half. Usually I'm going to use 20, 28. In this case, I used 10-4, and I was very lucky because it really kind of bounced back against me. because it was a late continuation trade. But the point being is, however you want to do this, and by the way, I missed the really good setup, which was this. Here's the continuation, the sort of final continuation arrow. We have a red-green setup over here. It's a tiny little green setup, but it's good. The reason why these kind of structures are actually very good is because the sellers got bought. They got bought. So if you came in over here, that was actually a totally worry-free trade if you took it over here. Now this is 1 minute chart, super, super fast. It definitely requires, like doing this manually just requires you to pounce. It's literally you snooze, you lose on these trades. And obviously when we have the tool, which will be, promise you, going to be very, very soon, within a couple of days, you'll be able to just see the structure and say, oh, I want to be in buy mode. And you press the buy button and it will automatically take you into the trade when, if the sequence completes, and it will do it in proper, in proper sequence. So, Ricky, sorry, what's for continuity? This is a continuity. This is a continuity. These are all continuity trades, right? I did only continuity trades today, except for this one reversal trade, which I showed you, and this was the reversal trade. You saw that earlier. It was I don't want to pull it, but I just wanted to walk you through my process so you guys could see what I'm doing. How this 1-2 flip with our reference points in trend really creates the scalping opportunities for us all day long. The critical thing here is you have to be patient enough to wait for the reference point. You have to be patient enough for the couplet, for the flip on, flip off switch to occur. The red green to the buy side, the green red to the sell side to occur. And then you got to, and frankly, the third part, which I'm very, very weak on still, is you got to trust the setup to its full completion. I'm still exiting way too early on a lot of these things. But it's banging. It's like you see the trade. Just all good trades this morning off of this thing. So we'll where's my 30? And actually, where's my DAX? What the hell happened to my DAX? Let's lay down DAX here, because we can, we'll trade today everything. Where's my DAXy? DAXy. By the way, everybody, I don't know if you guys are starting to watch silver. Let's put silver on here too. Silver's getting massively squeezed. Silver may be doing maybe doing some game stopping here. So we'll put silver on here just for fun. We'll watch silver. Although I don't have, wow, this is interesting. I don't have any, what's going on over here? I don't have any signals here. Oh, maybe really? Why is, let me see. Is this not, don't I have arrow? Oh, I don't have arrow on there. I want to add, I was like, where are my signals? Okay, let's put the arrow on here. Indicators, arrow trader. Okay, so this is 1 minute signals on the, wow, this really choppy as hell on the 1 minute. Let's go to the, should we go to the 5 minute? Okay, the 5 minute, obviously, much less choppy here on the silver. We'll keep an eye on this just for fun. As I said, not a market that I trade, but it's starting to squeeze out. We're up like is it $2? Yeah, we're up $2 today. So really, really worth watching. Certainly you can see on the 5 minutes, a reference point, sell buy coming in over here. I mean, this is a strong trend. So you're just coming in at really good points in trend on all of this stuff. Okay, where's my DAX? What the frick is my, oh, here's the German 30. Okay, chart window. I don't know why I don't have the arrow on here. Put the arrow on there. Okay. All right. On the 1 minute. Where's the NAS? NAS got nothing. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I have the DAX. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I have the DAX. Yeah, that's it. All right, we'll put the DAX on here, and then I'll, I forgot I had the templates. I'll put the session risk. I'll just put this at 25. It's fine. So, Karen, are you in the room today? As I said, we're going to change this to a user-defined risk percent or hard target. Like perfect volatility. So it'll be really good for everybody to trade any way they like. Market's starting to dip a little bit here, a little profit taking. So we're going to play a lot of different things today, just for fun. It's Fun Friday. We will do our range breakout if we, once we get a couple of minutes establishment. Obviously, downtrend, range lows right now, trying to establish itself. No major, we had big sell-off, come back up, kind of died out at the 100 level. Still down for the day about 0.5% on the NAS. We'll see how it goes out. And I've been so busy with NAS, I haven't even looked at FX, but let's see what FX has got to show us. This is all 5 minutes, right? So I'm looking all 5 minutes. 5 minutes are going to be interesting, but useless to us on a, why is this 5? This is 1, right? Wow, that's weird. It says M5 and it's on the M1 chart. How could that be? That's so weird. Oh, M1. It's not switching. Oh, it's really weird. Jesus. M1. Okay. So we'll stay on the M1 chart. Dollar yen, by the way, nice big strong moves here. And we are, what is this? This would have been 75 entry. So we're kind of outside. We're outside of the range. I would have loved to come in on dollar yen here. Where's euro yen? Euro yen also, look at this. So this is the sell candle. Remember, the buy sequence is red green. Would have been an entry over here at 23s. Would have been a nice easy trade over here. Let's see what's pound doing. Pound is in a downtrend. And the sell sequence would have been green red. Would have been right over here, right? Great sell sequence right over here. Aussie doing nothing. Kiwi needs to be on the 1 minute for us to take a look. Okay, doing nothing. Okay, where's NAS? NAS has fallen. NAS has fallen like a stone. So, let's see. I'm just gonna play the levels here to the low. If it breaks the lows on this, makes fresh lows, I'll trade this just for fun. Did not break the lows. Okay, so this is now opening range lows. Okay, let's stay on that. If it closes on the opening range lows basis, we'll trade that to the downside on momentum basis. If it turns back around to take out the highs, we'll put a high entry on that as well. But let's just watch that for a while. Oh, where's Dow? I haven't even looked at Dow. Let's look at the Dow. Ooh, Dow is just crashing. Okay, you know what? Let's do the Dow on the sell side too. It's very, oh Jesus, I can't even get it down here. 10s. Okay, so Dow is bouncing back. This is the range low on the Dow. Let's see if this has any value to us. NAS looks like it's going to trigger a, let's look at NAS. NAS might trigger, we got 50 seconds, so we got plenty of time. Let's see if NAS holds the lows here. Anybody trade, this setup as I showed you yesterday, just on a personal basis? I'm curious if you guys took, Jonathan, anybody else try those trades in the after hours of the webinar? They're really a lot of fun. Okay, I got 10 minutes, 10 seconds, and we're breaking to the lows. Really breaking to the lows. A lot of selling accelerating. Let's see. Oof, oof, Jesus, oof. That taking me into the trade. Oh, it didn't take me into the trade because the volatility. Damn it. Damn it. All right, let's just play this. I was just gonna totally forgot about the volatility. Let's see if this will take me in for a 5. Boom, done. All right. This is just a pure momentum range break trade. We had the vol filter in there, but the vol filter doesn't apply when we're doing a range break trade. So +5 on this move. So yeah, I'm glad. You short silver. Okay, let's go look at. Let's see what Demetrius is doing on short silver. You know what? Let's why the hell not? Why don't we just play silver just for fun to the downside here on this range? Let's see if they're going to break the lows of this range after a massive pump and dump. We'll trade it. Let's give it a shot. Let's see where we're at. Where's NAS? NAS is really collapsing. NAS in a steep, right back into a steep sell-off. We took about 40 basis points on this move in a total dump. Wow, look at it. Look, frig, man, they're trading one wide on the spreads in the opening sessions. A lot of vol here. A lot of vol. It's the only good job, Shell. Good job. The only caveat is that there's so much vol that you have to be prepared. You could get clipped for 20 just on a retrace move. It's fine. It's trade small and trade frequently, and you will make that back. You can't get dejected by big vol moves. It's just the nature of the biz right now. But obviously, you want to be careful in your approach. Where's my DAX? DAX got nothing. Where's the Dow? How come Dow didn't? Oh, Dow also, we didn't get into the Dow because we had the vol filter on there, but whatever, it doesn't matter. We took the NAS. We've just got we had so much selling right now that there's just no signals here at all. So we'll have to just give it a few minutes to materialize. Euro on the 5-minute, euro yen on the 1 minute. That's a pretty mature trend, right? Pretty mature trend. So I want to take this trend on the 1 minute. And so this is interesting. So if you want to trade this to the reversal side, remember the sell combo is buy sell, right? So let's just say this is a buy sell. I'm just going to play this just for fun. So the sell combo is buy sell. So this is I'm really pressing, pushing myself here, but this is a buy sell. This is a reference point. And now I'm betting on a reversal setup, not a continuation. The reason I'm betting on it is because this is the third or the fourth move within trend. So I'm going to assume it's a failure of trend, blah blah blah, and I have my my structure. So let's just see if it plays out. I want to kind of demonstrate to you the structure as much as possible. NAS is really kind of crashing. I got no signals in NAS whatsoever, so we'll. With that, silver took you in. What does that mean? Oh, where's my silver? My silver did not take me. I guess my silver. Oh, silver did not take. Oh, I'm still on. Maybe because I'm on the. No, I'm on the 1 minute. Oh no, maybe I'm on the 5 minute. I'm on the 5 minute. That was the thing. Okay, so what is that? Silver took me in. Okay, I'm on a 5 minute in silver. I'm following Demetrius's trade here. Off of a range high low. Never traded silver, so this should be a lot of fun. Let's see if we get. So we're looking. I guess it's an 8 cent. We're trading. This is cents, right? We're trading an 8 cent target against a 20 cent stop. And might as well just take our silver profit. Hell, what the hell? I always like making profits on my. Oh, well, it would have gone down. So Demetrius was right. We actually traded the range break, which by the way was, just worked just as well in silver as it did in what do you call it, in NAS. So that works fine, and we're just floating this little euro yen on a reversal basis, just to see if we can squeeze the reversal all the all the way down. I'll see how much juice we can have in this trade. But yeah, I mean, silver was kind of fun. That was good. NAS is consolidating a little bit. Still no signals. 30 is retracing back. Still no signals. And so we have to just be very patient. We've got nothing else going on here. Canada is on a 1 minute, no signals. Although this would have been, so we had a sell. This would have been a great, you would have been a buy here at the 59s. That would have been a great buy earlier. I just didn't, what's pound doing? Pound is negative. I got no signals on the pound. Euro. All right, so this is fun. This is a 5 minute candle, so we can like kind of, we'll see if this completes any time. So assuming this is a 5 minute chart, so pretty long term trend, and your euro has been trending all the way up, right? We have a reference point here. It's a sell point. Remember the sell sequence on the reversal side is the same as it is on the buy side. It's got to have a green red. So what I'm looking for now is I got a reference point. If I have a green candle, then I follow by a red candle, I'm going to take that as a sell. Good job, Demetrius. Yeah, the thing fell below 27. Silver fell below 27, right? Like we got out at around 27.02, and it went to like 98. So that's pretty good. But yeah, it took out the level, which is great. So it definitely worked. Anyways, we'll take a look at the euro in a couple of minutes just on a 5 minute, just sort of a slow, steady thing. By the way, those of you, if since it's kind of quiet, what I was going to say to you guys is this stuff is so good on longer term charts, right? Regardless of whether you trade candle close or couple of candle, it's just so smooth. I was those of you who are not getting the flyaway focuses much more on longer term structures in the exact same ideas as we use now, but it's going to, the advantage is we're going to have that scanner that I talked to you about really ready with full functionality. So next week we should be able to have the scanner complete, and the week after that we're going to reveal it to everybody in the course. But just eyeballing, like if you're looking at the 1 hour charts, right, and you want to trade our ideas, either way, it doesn't really matter. Whether you trade candle breaks. So here's the 1 hour candle, right? You trade the candle break. Obviously on the 1 hour chart, you got to give yourself more room. And I generally like to give myself minimum of like 30 to 40, like, maybe at minimum 20, but like ideally I really want to give myself 30 pips. So this is a 34 close. It goes up against me to like 45. I actually have plenty of. I forget how slow FX is. You actually only need about 20 points of risk. But you get a little bit of heat, and then boom, boom, boom in 3 or 4 hours. The beauty, of course, of like the 1 hour charts and all that stuff is that you're not just a trading monkey that's constantly clicking away on a 1 minute chart like I am. And then and with the tool that we're going to have, the flyaway tool, it's going to make it a lot easier to isolate and find the right setups. So it should be really good. But if you're looking at the 1 hour chart as potential trades, there's some really good ideas here that work. And not always. You're going to get failures. Here's it's a minor failure. I think yeah, if I get close here. So if we get, so you would actually get long here, right? So I'm long here. This is using our buy sell structure, red green structure off of a reference point on a 1 hour chart. So I'm long here 57s. The high 65, 65 doesn't quite give me the 10 points that I want. So it would have clearly that would have just failed me on a stop out. But it's close. It's good enough, certainly. Here's the beauty of it. So you get stopped out on this one, but here's another one where now you're selling, and this is the red candle off the sell. You're selling it, and it really gets you into a much better price. It gets you into a better price than this candle, which breaks the lows. They both would have made you money, but this one just gives you much better risk reward structures all the time. Oh, okay. So it looks like I got something on. What's going on with my? I thought I had. Let me just look at my futes. Maybe my CFDs is not doing anything yet. No, look at that. Oh, I was looking at my trading view, and trading view was signaling to me that there was going to be a reference point here, but there's no reference points just yet for us to trade. Okay, so NAS is just doing its thing. By the way, if you want to play, I'm just going to play this just to give you an idea, just to put this, show you this. Oh, I'm a little bit late, but you see how this was a sell, red, green, right? This is actually a buy structure. Let's just say, don't do this at home, but like it's just to get you comfortable with the buy sell structure. Understand that that's the signal. Well, we don't have a reference point here, so we really don't have any business trying to trade this. And this is not a reversal trade. But if you're going to do a reversal trade, the only time you're gonna have even a chance of an edge on a reversal trade is when you have this kind of a buy sell structure where the shift of power goes from sellers to buyers, and then you're trying to ride that that momentum for the next 2 or 3 candles higher. So like right now they're still trying to bang it up. This is we'll see. This is really resting on the idea they can squeeze it even higher. This could fail right here, but I'm just wanted to show you the candle structure, because that's what's governing the move. That's what's governing the move. This is not an official trade in any way, shape, or form. So don't hold me to it. I just wanted to show, and I was late. The other thing is, obviously when you're trading the 1 minute, you snooze, you lose in this. If I had come in here, that would have been a trade. There are 2 things you can't afford to do in this setup: is be late and be inaccurate. So whatever. This is probably going to reverse on me, because obviously there's no reference points. We already had a big move. It'd be a real testament to a reversal if this thing holds, but it's not. It's going to give it up. And just to show you the other way, right? So now this is effectively, we don't have a reference point, but this has been a big buy up reversal candle, and now it's a red. Now I'm going to get. Let's see if I again I came in too early on this. You can't come in too early or too late, because you're going to get clipped. But again, I just wanted to show you the sequence. This is a sell sequence: buy red, failure, sells, comes in. Right now, there's zero business to be doing here. But if you're going to do it, as I said, you only want to come in at these points where you have shift of momentum in the price. You can see that without the reference points, how weak a signal this often is. It's how inaccurate it is, because you really don't have any significant level that this is picking out for you. So you're literally 1 degree away from randomness. But this is just to demonstrate the sequence of candles, so that you guys can see how it works out. Let's and by the way, the danger of doing this randomly. This is a great example of, by the way, we'll see if this works out, but if it doesn't, it's a great example of where this kind of a setup can get you into trouble. Because what you're going to do is you're going to start chasing non-signal trades, and essentially get stopped on the top side, stopped to the bottom side. You're just going to get a whipsawed 2, 3, 4 times just because you're pressing trades. So don't do this. I've done this a million times. Don't do this at home. I just wanted to kind of demo to you the sequence, so you guys can mentally see the sequence really well. And now it's kind of boring. Now it's we'll see. It looks like I don't even know. Honestly, I have zero vibe. We certainly have the negative bias, and it looks like it. Maybe we'll just resolve to the downside. Yeah, maybe not. It's really just hugely volatile right now. Market trying to figure out which whether this sell-off is done, and it may very well be done. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So just again, it's a good demonstration of the whipsaw characteristics when you're trading without any reference points, without any intelligent entry. But the mechanics of the thing is what I really want to show you. So fine, we'll let this play out. We still don't have a single arrow here. Nothing is kind of forming. Let me see if anything is forming in the Dow. No. And this is what happens, that when you don't have anything forming, you really don't have anything to do. You should really just stand back and not trade those areas, because there's no intelligent point against which you're going to be trading at this level. So and honestly, it looks like the market wants to turn and reverse, but we don't know. So the only intelligent level for us to do, the only thing that we know works consistently, is range highs, range lows. We already made the money on the range low move, right? The range high would be somewhere over here. So if you really, if you want to trade something,
Dollar Canada trend down.
if you want to trade something far away, but at least reasonable for our structure, we have to stand over there for the this is the Dow. I'm sorry, this is the Dow range high. Where's the Nasdaq? Nasdaq range high would be over here. Actually, right over here. It's got to break all the way through here. This would suggest that the market really wants to go higher. Okay. Right now, the market doesn't want to do anything. It's completely, in a battle between the bulls and the bears with little guidance. Okay. See if anything else.
Kiwi trend up.
Kiwi trend up. Okay. Huh? Looks like equities wanna run. Yeah, everything is turning up. Dow just turned up. Interesting. Okay, so let's watch this.
Aussie trend up.
See, trend up. This is a 5-minute chart. Oh, that's a 1-minute chart. I was like, wow, it's been a long. That's been a long move here. So NAS turns trend positive, right? And Dow, I think, turns trend positive too.
Nasdaq trend. Weak buy.
All right, you know what? Let's we've got nothing else to do, but at least we have a rational, reasonable trade here. If Dow closes fresh highs on this trend, we get involved because that means they want to run closing basis, not just piercing basis, but closing basis. That means they want to run it, and we could probably let me see if NAS is up too. Yeah, so we'll do the same thing with NAS. We'll move it to trend up, opening trend highs. Can they hold the opening trend highs? If they can, that should be bullish for the instrument, and we're able to trade it.
German sell reversal trend is weak buy.
Okay, we got an actual signal on the German. So we're gonna buy, and remember the buy in our structure is a red green. So if this turns green, like in other words, if this holds green, we have a buy signal in the German, legitimate buy signal in the German. There still seems to be a lot of movement between the buyers and the sellers. Nobody really firmly in control. NAS is selling off right now on my future screen. And the German is not completing a buy candle just yet. Anybody trade the German in the European hours? I'm just curious. Anybody trade the DAX? So no signal on the DAX. We go on to the next candle. If the next candle stays green or blue, that's a buy sequence for us that we want to pursue. You do? How is it going, Yambin? Is it smooth as far as signals go? You got 5? Okay, good. This is in the European session, right? You're trading. Okay, teasing. Trend highs. Same with NAS. Teasing. Trend highs. Let's see if we get a little bit of a breakout. German. Where's German? German is 7. So we got. Let's play this. 3, 2, 1. All right.
Dollar yen trend down.
Okay. So you guys know how much I hate the German, but this is a legitimate buy signal. Let's see if we get any kind of continuity on this move. We'll let that play out. What did it say? What was it? Dollar yen? There was a. Oh, we're in a downtrend in dollar yen. Yeah, everything looks like it's just faking out. There's really not much. I mean, we did turn positive trend. So this kind of gets interesting. The thing that's interesting to watch a lot of the stuff, I love to watch it, is if the action around moving averages kind of holds, that's actually long-term bullish. Like
Euro yen trend down.
If the bears can't kind of close, push the moving average back to negative, which they might, we'll see. Nasdaq, they're flirting. But if the bulls can just kind of hold it for 2 or 3 candles and the trend builds on a base, that's when they start to rip it to the upside. It's when you're watching it on this micro level, you can really feel the rhythm of the market. You really feel the inner game here that's going on. But for now it's all very flat. There's like nothing much really going on here. Looks like I can't even, I'm not even gonna transfer to the DAX. Where's my DAX? Maybe I will. 4, okay, great. I'll take 5 on my DAX. So the DAX actually worked. And this is what I I constantly have to remind myself of is that the setup, when it sets up, you got to trust it. I have a hard time trusting it. You got to trust it. Certainly for, for that small amounts. The problem, my biggest problem with the DAX and a Dow is that it's good for 5, but you literally have to have a 20 in order to not get stopped out. Like it has a lot of backflow movement and not nearly as much front flow movement. Whereas with NASDAQ, if I'm trading for 5, I could risk 10 and it will just flow in my way. Like the momentum in NASDAQ is just so much bigger when you're on the right side of the trade. Whereas in all of these indices, it's just, one push to the other push, which is why I really think the DAX and the Dow are so much better as longer term instruments. When you put this on a longer term chart, all this intermarket backflow disappears, and you do have longer continuity because you can absorb longer sequences. But for scalping purposes, trading live, it's as good as anything. So yeah, man. Okay. Let me see. You guys got lots of comments. Let's see what you guys got here. Dow just below 100, 200 SMA. Yesterday I saw that exactly. Why you're like that's not much retracement. Okay. European session, you did 2 times euro for plus 10 and 4 times pound for plus. Oh, so you caught that. Hey, Yevon, can we run through your oh, by the way, it looks like I'm gonna take this euro yen trade because it looks like it's finally working. Where is this? Oh man, this is just such a slow. Okay, we'll take it for plus 3.5. All right, good. So 3.5 on that, 5 on the DAX.
NASDAQ trend.
5 on the
strong sell.
5 on the Dow. NASDAQ turned negative, so the buyers broke it. I mean, the sellers broke the trend. Still no signals, so I got nothing going on over here, and still no signals on the Dow, so nothing going on here. What did you? Is this a 1-minute chart? Or the 5-minute chart? I'm just curious. You were using the 1-minute chart or the 5-minute chart? Because it looks like if you 1 minute. So you're trading all of these. You're trading all of these big breakouts, which really totally worked. Because the thing is, okay, let's be real here. The beauty of the setup is if you have any kind of a continuous trend, you can literally close your eyes and the setup will make you money, right? The setup just is in a continuous trend. You cannot lose money with the setup unless you have just ridiculous, spikes down against it. But in a continuous trend, as long as price doesn't have these, erratic spikes, you are just, buying. Yevon is using the reverse. What do we call that? Reverse what? I already forgot the name of it. What do you use it? What is it? What do we call it? Is it reverse trader? What the hell are we talking about? I already forgot our name on that EA. It's the one that we did in session trader. Reversal trader. Yeah, reversal trader, right. Which is a variant of this whole thing. It's basically it only takes reversal signals in trend, which is a very, very good filter. And I'm glad and she's been doing a really good job of isolating the timelines. Like actually, maybe if you want to share, what are the times that you turn it on and turn it off? And then you sort of said you also said that you were using a secondary filter, like a 15-minute filter to confirm. Feel free to share if you want. There was a couple of tweaks that she had that was really, really good. Okay. While she types, we'll look through charts because this is really, guys. Friday, just like nothing going on here. I mean,
Dollar Swiss trend up.
okay. So, Caddy, we have a signal, and remember, we're in sell mode, so we want to be a sell signal. For us to trade our sell signal, we want green red. So now we're going to have a green and then followed by a red. If we get that sequence, we'll short Caddy on the same principles that we did on Euro Yen. Euro Yen was a reversal, but this will be a continuation trade. It's the first trade in trend, so definitely worth a shot for us. Let's see if anything happens here. I'll come back to it in a minute. Okay. Let's see. Let me see what else you guys have. I'll keep you. Dow way up. Oof. Did I miss the breakout? Oh yeah. Sorry. That the rain. The trend breakout because
Nasdaq trend weak buy.
It expires. So everything like flips around now. Everything flips around, right? Actually, okay. Let's play this just for fun. Again, trend high. If we close above trend high, I want to be on that trade on a continuation basis. Because it seems like we have a lower high. They kind of held it. Let's see if they get more momentum behind them now. And dollar CAD. It looks like a little bit of risk on flows. Okay, great. Dollar CAD kind of setting up for us, right? You see the green. Now we have the red. Got 13, 14 seconds. Wait. I don't start the trade until I get about 3 seconds left because then you want to be in that puppy. Okay, so now we're short. Okay, and now we're short. Let's see if dollar CAD can play our way to the downside. Definitely clean, defined downtrend. Let's let's work that out. What is the TP is 41. So we're close. We're 2 in there. So we'll see. NASP, probing, but not quite there yet. Really interesting that in the first, what is it? Wow, it's in the first 45 minutes. Very rare. Look at the futures. Very rare that we see zero signals. We got like no arrows for the last. So it's kind of a very very even market. There's no extremes because arrows always come in at the extremes, and we haven't had any extremes. Sorry guys, I swallowed an apple, so I apologize for chewing. Probing but not touching. Interesting. Probing but not touching. Let's see what happens here. So this is a variant of our range breakout. This is basically trend breakout. It's really trading on a micro level, but it's true to our. If it closes at the highs, then we have a legitimate momentum signal. Want to trade. I'm just trying to create a lot of variance here because we got no real signals going on today. And not doing anything. Hey Paul, did you trade the Dow on the breakout? These are all excellent rules, by the way. Excellent rules. Good job. Good job. So I'm glad you guys, this is what I want. I want everybody, you see how I love the fact that people take these ideas, make them very much their own, experiment with the setup within the structures. Yaman loves the EA because it likes automatic trading. Other people Paul will trade, I guess, anything that moves on a scalping basis. It's very, very good that everybody absorbs these concepts because it's the concepts that actually make up the great trade ideas. It's not the rules, right? The rules are always modified by the individual and by the instrument and by the market dynamics. But the concepts is what's solid. And I, remember I was telling you, like, the frustrating part is sometimes is that one, I veer off my concepts, and then I veer off my rules completely. That's the thing that I'm really working on much better. Oh, what just happened? Did Canada? It looks like Canada must have got done, right? So Canada came in. That was a nice, clean. Yeah, it's a great example of the concept working with the rules proving the thing, right? So I said to you, we had the sell signal. Sell trend, sell reference point, sell signal over here. Five easy points. And in FX, it took 5 minutes, which is like a second. On a relative basis. Anybody take the caddy trade to the downside? Because that really was a legitimate trade. So that definitely goes into the count today. Good job. Also, props to Paul for taking the real trades versus the bullshit trades that I do here, because you guys know where I'm really just screwing around to show ideas versus the key concept. So that's actually sort of like the really interesting takeaway, I think, when we think about this, the end of the week, is that what's really, really important about trading is concepts, right? Rules can be variated. Individuals are very different. Risk controls and instruments are all very individualistic, but it's the concepts that are inviolate. And as long as you stay true to the concepts and then rework your personality into the setup, that's a much, much better way of trading than just copying like a robot somebody else's
German
idea.
sell reversal trend is weak buy.
Because you'll never do that anyways. And it really, and even if you did, you wouldn't be successful. Okay, so German has so let me just kind of show you the concepts again. So German has a sell reversal uptrend, right? So how does the buy signal work in our new structure? The buy signal here would literally be this green candle, because remember, the rules for the buy signal is red, green. And when you have reversal signals, by very definition, this signal is going to be red. So as long as you get the green, we have a natural buy signal, right? And I'm watching this because, oh God, I gotta sneeze. Sorry. Let's see now. I want it to complete. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go again. So now we got 2. Now we're in the trade, and this is a legitimate candle. Now, will it work? Maybe. Will it not work? Maybe not. You know how much I hate the German, and it does. German is always retracing much more on me than NAS does. And this is like 9 points of retrace in the German is just nothing. But 5 points forward seems like a Herculean task sometimes. So we'll see. But this is a legitimate conceptual trade. The instrument is something that, this is why I don't trade this instrument, because I hate this instrument. But conceptually, this is the correct thing. And probably if you sort of wanted to trade this instrument on a full-on basis, you probably want to trade this instrument, with twice the the volatility, maybe with a 40 stop. We'll see. I'll let this thing play out. Clearly, the German is going to trip me up always, but we'll see. And it's like, the thing here is, it's calibration, right? I'm usually very good at calibrating NASDAQ. I'm terrible at calibrating Dow, and I'm terrible at I guess on the short-term basis, right? On a longer-term basis, calibration becomes much less important, right? Because the bigger term charts give you much larger room for error and room for profit. And that's why the larger charts are so much easier to trade for what I would call, a casual trader, somebody who doesn't have to watch every tick of the thing. Because to trade something on a short-term basis, you really need to understand and calibrate its
Aussie
volatility,
trend down.
its volatility signature. And the volatility signature, you can only, I think, absorb by watching the instrument all the time, right? Like it's like the volatility signature is basically the idiosyncratic personality of that instrument. And it's just like being with somebody who you know for a long time, you know all their personality quirks, so you can adjust to them. But if you were a stranger, you'd be like, what's the story with this guy? How's this guy doing? I'm gonna blow out of this thing because I hate, oh, it took me out anyway, so good. So for all my ranting and raving, again, I got lucky. And the only reason I got lucky is because my concept was fundamentally sound, right? I still have all sorts of issues with the volatility signature here, but it was fundamental. And like, look at this, and now it's running. So, if I properly calibrated this, I probably should have traded this with like a 10-20 or maybe 20-40 and just give myself more room.
German buy continuation trend is weak buy.
Regardless, I mean, that's, it's all a personality thing, which is why, I leave it to you guys. Anybody trade the German, by the way? I'm just curious. Yeah. So, oh yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Yeah, but that if you I think this is another really, really good point. Really, really good point. So where you live and what you trade is highly interrelated, right? If you're a non-US citizen and you're not trading futures like I do, and you're not trying to split the NAS, by the way, just blew up. Still like zero frigging signals for me here, but fine. I'm actually, what I find surprising, this is really, really interesting. This is the longest stretch. This is like a 60 to 70 minute stretch of zero arrow signals on the NAS. Whereas, like the prior 4 hours, there was like a signal every 10 minutes. But what I was going to say is a huge amount of success is very local, right? So yeah, if I was in Europe or if I was in Asia and I had CFDs and I'm looking at NASDAQ, why, it's 3 wide, the stack is really, really stacked against me. If I'm in the US and I'm trading NASDAQ futures where I can split the bid ask and I can, get out on a verticalized sweep, great. On the other hand, if I'm in the US and I'm coming into DAX and it's not on the German Open, but it's coming into the US session, it's moving back and forth, do I really want to trade that? So huge amount of stuff is very independent. The good thing is FX is kind of universal, right? So FX is
Kiwi trend down.
Very universal in a sense that the spreads are usually uniform pretty much through London and New York. There is continuity in both London and New York to some extent. So you have, I think FX is kind of like that neutral ground, and not all FX, because you're not going to trade Canada in Europe because Canada is not going to move in Europe, but you will trade euro and pound in Europe quite well. But then in North America, you can start trading Canada, right? And that's just how it works out. And then you certainly, and if you're in Asia, then you probably want to trade Aussie on the Australian Open because that's when you're going to get the most liquidity. So much of this is very individualistic. The concepts are general, but the application is very, very individualistic, which is like, I think, the real key to making this your own, right? You have the philosophy, you have the structure, you guys have the tools, but each one of you is using it very differently, which is exactly what I'd love to see. So that's my final
Kiwi trend up.
My final rant for the day. We actually managed to do okay, despite really, really no activity in NAS and very boring stuff. What the hell was it? Oh, we actually managed to make twice the DAX. Wow, 10 in DAX, which is just a miracle for me. We did 5 in NAS, and then, and then Euro, Yen, and CAD. So we actually had a good day across all instruments today. Despite what seemed like an endless watching of water. How'd you guys do? How'd everybody do? Any final questions for the week? Open mic. Let me know. you guys want me to open up everybody's mic? You guys want to just talk for a second, or does anybody have anything to say? I mean, look at the NAS. NAS finally breaking out like crazy.
Aussie trend.
Still with no signals for us. Look at that move. All right. Oh, would you trade just pure momentum? You just got it, just plowed to the fresh session highs. You bought the high. You set it to. I'm actually curious. How'd you get? I'd love to see you guys post, but I'm really curious at how you posted. What prompted you to trade that? Was that did you trade the buy on candle close momentum move, Paul? How did you trade it? I'm just curious. You know what I'm very proud of today, right now? I'm very proud of that despite all of this massive movement and all sorts of tempting trades in the NAS, I didn't make a single trade in my own account because there literally was no single trade for me to make. It doesn't matter how much money there was here, there was no trade for me because the setup wasn't there. So, yeah, I thought you would enjoy it. Yeah, that's it. You took out the highs. Good for you, my man. Good for you. Good for you. Look at that. Look at that break. Boom, boom, boom. Nice move. Straight up. Straight out of Compton. Good job. Okay. Excellent. I'm so glad you guys are all doing great. We're going to have the new tools, new versions. And then next week, I'll talk a little bit more about the flyaway, and the dashboard will be available. Those of you who are lifetime, obviously going to get it for free. Those of you who are not lifetime, become lifetime because you get all this stuff for free. Thank you so much, guys. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. And what else? Everybody have a great weekend. We had a
NASDAQ sell reversal trend is weak buy.
Another good week, and I hope you guys are really enjoying the new setup. It's really awesome. Take care, guys. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you later.